Hi, I made it, and you guys are, I'm literally in the middle of, not like a serious, but a legitimate panic attack right now. Why? I made it through Texas, and those of you who are cannabis smokers or patients especially would understand why. The intro to the post says it all. There is no reason in what we're told is a free nation that people should be driving around, walking around, sitting around in legitimate fear of violent retaliation over a plant. And that's why I'm sitting here at a truck stop just over the Texas border, trying to get my anxiety down. It's crazy, right? Because the front of my head knows that there's nothing to worry about. I'm not driving like an asshole. Nothing's going to happen. There's no reason anybody should pull me over. But if they do, I'm a patient and I need to have my medicine on me. And in the state of Texas, that could put me in a situation where men with guns are approaching my car and telling me that if I don't get out of their car or out of my car to get in the back of theirs, that they're going to use their guns and force against me, which is the literal definition of kidnapping and a world that cannabis smokers all over the country still live in today and have lived in for generations. It's getting better. But time out. I need to breathe. Oh my God. And the irony of all this, I'm driving through Texas having a phantom panic attack because my brain's programmed to be in fear of what I know could happen, even though my rational brain says everything's going to be okay. My body responds, heavy chest, shortness of breath, and I can't even reach for my medicine that makes that go away. Because if I do, and somebody decides, to call the cops, or I drive by a cop, or you guys, this is insane that we live in this world, and this is exactly why I'm making the 2,000-mile trip to stand in solidarity with We Are the 74 as they occupy the governor's mansion in Jackson, Mississippi to demand their freedom. 74% of that state's voting population said yes to medical cannabis, and the Supreme Court told them they couldn't have it, like an angry daddy. The Supreme Court said, no, sorry, Mississippi, even though 3/4 of y'all agree this isn't something we should arrest people over, that if they have a medical need that a doctor legitimizes, that we shouldn't go send men with guns after them to put them in cages. And the Supreme Court's like, nah, we still want to lock those people up. That's what literally happened. And you know what? In my world, that's not okay. It shouldn't be okay in your world. I don't know why it was okay in my parents' world or my grandparents' world or anything before. Benefit of the doubt, the CDC, the FDA, right? The government said that weed was bad and scared everybody into thinking that this plant was this dangerous thing and that they should act accordingly and that they should shun and down people who utilize this plan. Sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not going to get that political right now. I'm going to calm my ass down. Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you, Oklahoma, for passing recreational cannabis. For the federal agents that are watching, I'm sitting in the back of my van, which is my domicile. So it's great that at least I know I'm within the lines of the law to sit back here with the engine off and enjoy my medication. Isn't that nice? I'm so grateful that the government allows me to do that. I hope you guys sense the strong whiff of sarcasm in that. This is insane. So, I haven't even looked at the map. I think I'm like 600 miles away, maybe. I don't know. I had to take the longer route because I didn't want to drive like 12 hours through Texas. I only wanted to drive 3 hours or 4 hours through Texas, and I didn't even want to do that. You guys, I really thought I would be okay. Like, who cares? But no, my body responded. Like, we've created a culture where people who smoke cannabis actually have, like, if they were to see therapists on this, post-traumatic stress disorder over the visualization of a cop. Like, it's like when you put your hand on a hot stove, you're like, so you know not to do that again. It's like when you see a wolf, your DNA is programmed to say, that wolf will kill you, so you stay away from that wolf. Well, our DNA, thanks to the laws and regulations that we've created since the beginning of cannabis prohibition, has trained generations of people to be terrified of the people that are paid to protect them. I don't know why this is not a huge issue in this country. So many people say to me all the time, why are you a cannabis activist? Because weed's legal and blah. Yeah, well, you see what's going on now, right? They still want to use it to terrorize. When I say they, I mean the state, the government, federal level, state level, local level, community level, wherever you want to place it. They, the powers that be, still want to use it to criminalize peaceful citizens, and that can't stand. That's why I'm making this trip. Almost there, hoping not to lose my voice in the meantime, because I'm going to have a lot to say while we're on the ground. But I will be checking in with you, like I said, at least twice a day. I don't know if you guys are going to talk to me again at 7 o'clock Central Time, which I think I'm actually sitting in, so my clock will actually be right this time, which is cool. 7 p.m., I'll be joining Wendy Love Edge on the Relevant app on her channel and her show, Weed Speak. It was just, a scheduled interview to check in, say hi, let her know how the platoon's doing. But now we have something legitimate to talk about, right? About this effort, about why the national cannabis community needs to get behind We Are the 74 right now. Maybe you don't care because you're sitting in a state where weed's legal, or maybe you don't care because you're sitting in a state where weed isn't legal and you've got work to do there. Well, I've got news for you. We are watching right now in real time where 3/4 of the voting population in a state, I don't care what state it happens to be, said yes to weed, and their government still refuses to give it to them. If this stands, we're going to see this all around the country. If we, the people, the cannabis community, come out from everywhere nationally and stand behind this effort, then they, whatever your state is, will know that we're not going to put up with this. Not just on a state level, but on a national level. The cannabis community is strong. And when its people are in need, we always come to the call. Here we are the 74. Oh, and by the way, We Are the 74 made national, or got national attention this morning on Good Morning America. Yeah, it is on a ticker. But thanks, national media, for giving a fuck about the fact that 3/4 of Americans in a certain area said yes to something and their state government said no. I mean, took you this long to catch on. Good to have you on board, mainstream media. But I will be there along with Bethany Hill and all the other amazing volunteers with We Are the 74 as they keep the organizers, the citizens of Mississippi, and all of us who travel in from the national cannabis community in good spirits. So make sure you hit up the GoFundMe page. Link is in the description here. I need a little help with gas. It looks like I'm going to make it, but I'm going to need to run this vehicle for heat and for air conditioning in the daytime. Probably to help move some people around. Once I get there, I'm going to do what I can to help transport people to the event if they can't make it in their own vehicles. So please, 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 on top of the GoFundMe, which is doing so incredible, GoFundMe did like a background check on me this morning. So way to go, guys. In addition to that, please head over to Cash App, hashtag Platoon420, or GI Mary Jane on PayPal. You can find all that information on the donate tab at platoon420.com. And throw it in a little bit. Help for gas. Cynthia Ferguson from Delaware Normal, the last to throw down. Thank you so much. I didn't mean to throw my lighter at you. I need to slow down, you guys. Did you see what this stress did to me? Oh, crazy. By the way, that gym I was going to stop at 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago now, I didn't. No lie. I crossed the Texas line and there's a billboard, and it's got pot leaves all over it. And it says, got weed, real big. And in little letters, it said, did you catch a charge? Call 1-800, whatever this genius marketing strategist lawyer is. And then before I even hit Amarillo, I saw this billboard 4 different times. So I made the executive decision not to stop in Texas. Thank you to those billboards. Thank you to that lawyer. And I should have taken a picture because I really want to call him. Like, I want to know if this guy's so pro weed that he's making a marketing campaign off of it, or if he's so statist that he wants to capitalize off what he knows are hundreds, if not thousands of people that get busted on that span of 40 just for having a little bit of pot in their car every single year. But between those signs, between what's programmed in my DNA from what I know of police in regards to cannabis users, and especially Texas, physical anxiety attack, elephant on the chest, shortness of breath, whole thing, irony, can't smoke my medicine to get rid of my anxiety in the meantime. And the fact that I even have my medicine on me is what's giving me the anxiety. And I can't believe that people all over this country have to live like that free nation. Give me a motherfucking break. This is insane. Thank you, cannabis, for being there. I could be on Xanax now for my anxiety, and then I'd be down and not be able to travel. And that's no good, right? Not knocking pills. They have their place. But I wish in this country we didn't jump to them so soon. I wish we stuck with nature. And that is exactly what the people in Mississippi are demanding. Just let me have my nature to heal. I don't want your chemicals, and I should have a choice. And goddamn it, they deserve that choice. So that's it for now. Y'all remember, pass joints, not judgment. We're all in this together, and I'll see you a little bit further down the road.